Hi, today I'm going to be interviewing the robotics club teacher at Paloma Westphalia High School. Robotics is growing more and more, and the need for robotics engineers is growing more. Robots are becoming more common throughout factories and manufacturing places. This makes it more important that kids start taking robotics in high school.
I think robotics is important because it's really like the wave of the future. It's in a lot of industries, there's robotics. Things are becoming more and more automated all the time. So it's just something where there will be a lot of jobs that maybe will be replaced by people that know how to run the robots, really. I like to teach robotics because it's hands-on. Kids are active, they're moving around, they're working together, they're problem solving. So it just makes a really active classroom. Kids are motivated because they can see what's going on. They can see that what they're learning actually has application. So it makes it really interesting for them. So then they're motivated. So it makes the classroom just more enjoyable. I think colleges offer robotics because it's just the wave of the future. There's going to be a lot of jobs with robotics that involve robotics. Anything that can be automated eventually will probably become automated, and so somebody has to know how to program the robots to do their task. Do I think robotics should be required? I don't know that it should be required. I think robotics should be an elective class in every high school because it is very important. As far as it being required, that's up to the school, I guess, but I think every school should offer it, just at least as an elective for kids to take. The life skills I see kids develop in robotics is really problem solving and being persistent. Kids have to learn that the first time they try something, it probably won't work. The first time they code something, it's not going to work. They have to tweak their code. They have to be persistent. And so really it's just that idea of working through a problem, defining a problem first, working through a problem, and then seeing what didn't work and improving it. So it's just that persistence that kids develop of just saying, hey, it didn't work, I failed at it, but that's okay because I can try again. I think robotics can change the future because it's just going to make a lot different jobs. I think people are afraid that robots are going to take away jobs, but really it's just going to change jobs. Instead of people doing labor kind of tasks, people might need to just know how to program the robot to do it, basically. So it's going to change the jobs. There'll still be jobs, I feel like, but they just will be different and people will have to be trained differently.
Hello,
My name is Carter.
and my name is Bobby.
We come to you today to report on the latest statistics of childhood obesity and how it can be rooted in your genetics and where it starts.
You may even notice things about your own eating habits and how they affect your daily life.
These are some key factors of what makes losing weight hard.
The more you exercise, the more you want to eat.
Obesity can cause changes in behavior and genetics.
When trying to lose weight, it can be hard when friends and family are making the same unhealthy choices.
In order to prevent weight gain, avoid lying around and doing leisurely activities for long periods of time. We will now interview our health expert and life fit teacher at PW, Mr. Bayshore. What could kids be doing to stay fit and active these days?
Mostly moving, getting outside, getting off the couch, putting down that game controller, and just moving. I grew up in an age when we just played basketball every night till it was dark, or baseball every night till it was dark, and I noticed that nowadays the younger kids are more sedentary.
What are future health risks that bring about childhood obesity?
When a child grows up obese, first of all, we find that they just aren't as healthy. With this COVID pandemic, we found out that people that are obese, have type 2 diabetes, are the first ones that's took out. And in fact, if you have those factors in your life and you get the virus, it's not good. So I noticed that a lot of, as you get older, joint, knee replacements, hip replacements, you're destined for a life of just pain.
How can it affect them in the future in their adult lives?
I think in the end, it's going to end your life earlier. And the quality of life is very much diminished. I grew up a fat little kid. I grew up when I was a little kid. When I sat around the house, I literally sat around the house. No, in Little League, when I hit a triple, I'd stretch it out for a single. Those type of things. So it just quality of life. It's not important to live 80 years old. It's important to live 70 years old and live really well versus 80 years old and be in pain and agony. And
what can children do to stay motivated or make things fun?
I think kids just need to interact with other kids and just get out and move. I mean, sports is a great thing. It kind of forces you to go to practice and to move. And then our phys ed classes are changing. We're trying to get those pulse. We're getting new pulse, wrist. So that we can get them moving more. You guys know the old heart rate monitors. So,
yeah.
So we're getting new of those. So
Remember, although it is a lot harder to lose weight than it is to put it on, you will notice that life is a lot easier when you're eating healthy.
My name is Ty, and I am here today to talk to you about cancel culture and what it is. What is cancel culture? Cancel culture is a group of young people trying to expose someone for something they have either done recently or a while back in the past. It could be anything from saying a mean word to a big crime, and usually when someone gets canceled, it's a famous person or a larger company. The person getting canceled, usually their punishment could be anything from getting a slap on the wrist to losing sponsors or losing millions of dollars and losing a lot of stuff like that. To talk to you about whether cancel culture is a good or bad thing, I have a couple of PW students here to interview so I can ask them questions about what they think about cancel culture and if people really do deserve to get canceled.
Yeah, I've heard of cancel culture. I think the problem with it is that some people are canceled or unfollowed or whatever before all the truth is out there. So that's kind of the danger of it. At the same time, people have the right to boycott or unfollow people. It's just sometimes people are quick to judge, though. That's the problem.
Have you heard of cancel culture?
Yes, I have.
Do you think people deserve to get canceled?
No, unless they did something illegal.
Have you heard of cancel culture?
Yes, I have. It's like a trend, basically.
And do you think people deserve to get canceled?
It just really depends because, I feel like some people don't deserve the fame that they have just because of something dumb they've done.
All right, thank you.
Cancel culture is an all-around opinion-based topic because some people want one person canceled, but they might not want another person canceled. And some people think it's on one side politically. There's some people that think it's on the left. When there's video of former President Barack Obama saying that it's a bad thing and it's not very good. Then there's some people that think it's on the right, when really Senator Mitch McConnell is even speaking out against it. So big companies don't get in trouble because of what has been going on with Georgia's voting laws. And that is all I'm here to talk to you about. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, sure, step aside, kid. We're in a... Yeah, sure, step aside, kid. We're in a...
Yesterday.